Good afternoon. My name is Roxanne Williams Downer, and today I will be presenting my builder's parables taken from Matthew 7:24 to 27 and Luke 6:46 to 49. The second slide that I will be presenting to you guys is the introduction slide on what this is about. This presentation is to show and demonstrate the similarities between Matthew 7:24 to 27 and Luke 6:46 to 9. While these two parables are similar, there are certain contrasts between both. This presentation will exegete both texts so that its reader will get a clear understanding on these two texts and the true meaning behind the parables spoken by Jesus. I am just presenting to you a visualization of what Jesus was saying in the parables written to 7 verse 24 to 27. The slide number 4 present this parable appear as a part of the Sermon on the Mount. This parable spoken by Jesus compares building one's life on teaching an example of Jesus Christ to a flood-resistant building founded on a solid rock, as you have seen in slide number 3. The specific text of the parables emphasizes the need to put this teaching into practice and speaking of the two sort of people whose hearts are revealed in their actions, according to Bloomberg 1990. This parable helps its reader to understand that lip service will not work. Slide number 5. According is a proper function is the key in establishing one's spiritual walk and growth. This parable Jesus presented himself as the final authority on the fulfiller of the law. The parable is also similar to the story of Noah's Ark. In slide number 6, I'll be showing visualization of what Jesus was saying in Luke 6:46 to 9, which has to do with the same parable, but the interpretation is different. Luke 6:46 to 49, the wise and fool there in Luke 6:46 49, Jesus was referring to the doctrine about which Christian was building their lives. Practice what we preach. Obedience provides protection. Disobedience invites destruction. Jesus taught that action and behavior do not what you do, but is what you say that provide insight into your inner heart. 8 takes us into a dig deep into time and patience. It also lay foundation according to 2 Corinthians 3:11 say, no other foundation can be laid upon others man's foundation. Number 3, build the house refers to one lives and the foundation of Jesus Christ. The storm comes rooted and grounded will help you to stay against life problem. Slide number differences among the texts. According to William Markley, the difference comes from the fact that the gospel according to Matthew was written by a Jew who knew the condition of life in Philistine, where Jesus was teaching. The gospel according to Luke was written by a Greek who put the story in a more universal term that we understood in the land. Luke portrayed the house being struck by torrent or by rushing flood, while Matthew, the storm is not merely a flood, but heavy rain and extreme wind. According to study, these calamities that can befall inhabitants of the Philistine during the rainy season, October, April. In this account, the house stands because it is built on the rock. In Luke's account, the house isn't even shaken. So between both texts. The next slide, similarities that we can see. Both parables were taught while Jesus was teaching on the Mount. Both had to deal with the spiritual well-being. The Greek word for house uses by both Matthew and Luke in this parable, which in its definition not only the actual building, family, and the property within the building. Slide number 11 is my summary. Both Luke and Matthew message concerning the parables by Jesus is the same. Regardless of the circumstances, faith adherence to Jesus' teaching places one on a solid foundation and leads to abiding benefits. Allowing others to alter or weaken his teaching or wrongly equate mere interpretation with this clear instruction is the building on the sand, which presents serious spiritual harm. Number reference of where all my information has been taken from. In conclusion, we must parables taken from both texts has to do with one's spiritual well-being. Jesus here in the text is helping us to demonstrate that in order for us to have a solid foundation in Christ Jesus, we also adhere to the teaching and the guidelines that he has given to us. Jesus is the foundation. Once we're hidden in Christ Jesus, we're able to stand. We're able to add to the teaching that he has implemented so that our spiritual walk with God will be able to be founded up on good ground.